All right. So I have improved my audio setup, I hope. So hopefully you can actually hear me speaking a bit better because I've got a little microphone set up. It's a bit of a wonky setup. I just got my cello mic clipped onto my headphones. But hopefully it will be very awesome and you'll be able to hear me far better than you did last time. In any case, my speaking. So, today's work is I wanted to get some more warm-up videos filmed. I've got one online so far, and I wanted to do a couple of more before. Well, I don't know, not before anything, just before I get started doing anything else. I'm still just waking up, kind of. So I've got that on the menu, and then some Dotzauer etudes. May only do just one. I can't. I wanted to see how I'm feeling today. It's been a lot of practicing, a lot of filming, a lot of doing stuff the last few days. So I've definitely been busy, and wanted to make sure that I didn't take on too much today. So, but yeah, enough of that. Let me switch over to my tuner and get us an A440. I haven't tuned yet today. Just took my cello out. No, much too high. I had a rehearsal with an orchestra yesterday, and they always tune a little higher. So yes, I did just tune all 4 strings with a tuner. That's one way of doing things. You can, of course, tune the fifths as well. I find it helpful to get started with the tuning app if you need to tune like super fast, because then you don't have to think so hard. And your tuning apps usually are going to be just in well-tempered tuning, so you'll be tuned as well as a piano. And if you need something better than that, then your ears are still there afterwards to make the fine adjustments. Anyway, so now I believe, yes, I sent myself the files, but I didn't put them. I was messing around with this microphone setup, so I didn't send myself the files onto my tablet. But today's first warm-up that we're going to do is going to be kind of the same thing we did last time, except in D. That was my plan for today. I basically took that same warm-up exercises chart that I made before, and I transposed it into different keys. And I'm going to put these all into a playlist so I find them. Right, there's that one. Now we need... And then I've got E flat as well, and C sharp, because I figured we can do something a little more challenging. And also, what was the other one? The last one was A. So we've got a few different keys to work on. So I've almost got these all in. Sorry, didn't manage to get that done before. All right. Then I better open up the playlist. I do really enjoy using the tablet for this sort of thing, just have a million different sheets, and they're all in one place, and I don't have to think very hard. But obviously, paper is also nice, and I still like the writing of stuff on paper. It just seems a lot more intuitive than on the tablet, even though some people did get really used to drawing with their fingers. But I think pencils are still really quick. So let me get you. So hopefully it's got the right thing. Yes. And let's make sure it's the right chart. Warm up in D. There you can see. Warm up in D, first position. This one really will stick to first position the whole time. But some of the other ones, they're going to move on to different places. So here you won't see my left hand quite as well. I have to be like more here. I guess I can scooch over a little bit. And then we're going to do kind of the same thing. So I'm going to be recording these on my proper camera here at the same time. And so you'll be able to get the like nicer looking version of that once I'm done. I moved the camera angle a bit, so it's going to look a little different than it did in the first video. Hopefully also nice. And here we go. So we're going to start with our open strings again. Hey, I have to do one last bit of fighting with technology. I have a MIDI controller, and recently it now wants to be unplugged and replugged every time we start up again. Yeah, and let me fix this for you so you can see the first exercise. So the first exercise is kind of what I do every single time I start, and it's just our nice open strings. I might as well get a new video of all of that. There we go. Although it recorded a little, not quite the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to do that one last time. Remember that the goal here is always to be going for the right bow speed for the best sound, not necessarily a specific tempo, which is why I don't have my metronome on. All right, so that's my favorite way to start. Kind of gets me reacquainted with my cello for the day, and then we can be friends for the rest of the day. All right, our next exercise is going to be this the scale, and we're switching to D major. And we'll be doing just single bows, half notes, and for this I will be using the metronome. Okay. recordings. In the warm-up videos, I've got it set up so actually we'll do the exercise basically together once, and then it repeats like blankly, so that you can actually work on it on your own and really listen to your own sound. And if you happen to be following along for the warm-up now, feel free to, like in the moments where I'm talking or something, just mute me and then do your thing and practice your intonation in between. For the scales, especially in the single long bows, I really still look for best tone quality and use vibrato, because I'm kind of trying to work on making sure I have a nice smooth vibrato from note to note. So all those things are things you can think about, even if the scale is like easy because you know it well, or maybe because it's only in first position and you don't have to think very hard. It's a great way to work on your right hand technique and making sure that your right hand is getting all of the attention that it also deserves. Okay, so the next exercise is number 3. We've got slurs. And we can have the next few exercises set up. All right, so maybe I'll go through these a little quicker, just not so much talking, a lot more playing. I think I forgot to turn on my talking mic, but hopefully you heard me okay. All right, let's go. Exercise 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that one again for the recording, because I was too excited when I said it in the middle. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still excited. We'll do it one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Maybe, hopefully, it'll help you much like it helps me to practice my threes against the binary pattern of the metronome. It's kind of a way of already practicing your kind of counter rhythms and that sort of thing, without having to think very hard, because I'm playing the rhythm for you. But you definitely want to make sure that your triplets there are always nice and smooth and as even as you can possibly make them, so that you can already be working on not having the habit of accidentally like making like a long note in the middle all the time. Exercise 5, the eighth notes now. So you get a mini break. I'm just going to reset my recording here so that I have an easier time editing it later. And then we're going to scroll down to the next couple of exercises. So we've got the slurs by 6, which fittingly ended up on exercise 6, much by random somehow. I mean, it's math, but you know. And then exercise 7, which is going to be a slurred by 7, which I like to do in that particular rhythmic pattern. You could obviously play them evenly. It doesn't really matter very much. It's all a matter of just sorting up the notes in some way that you want. But because I like having it still in the half-note pattern, and because that's sort of just what I learned when I was learning the cello, I like to do my 7s in that pattern. So we'll do 6 and 7, and I'll scroll down for 8 for you. So number 6, slur by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here's the scroll for exercise 8, which is slurred by slurred by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that one more time to get smoother bow changes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Exercise 9, slurred by 2, but this is a minor scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I'll do again, also because I lost the sound quality part way on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. going to be a natural minor scale. The last one was a melodic minor scale. And I left out the harmonic because, I don't know, I left it out. You could do it too. Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do it one more time. I was still thinking about other stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, short mini break to reset things. Get the recording set up again. Here, I'll put the mic by my face on again so that you can hear me speak while I'm mumbling. All right, and then I have to be able to see both screens here. We're going to do the arpeggios now. I don't know why it scrolls so slowly sometimes. The arpeggios are one major and one minor. And then after that come the, probably my mouse battery is like slowly dying. After that come the dominant arpeggios, those ones in eighth notes. I like the way those sound, so I like to include them. Okay, so then we'll turn off the vocal mic, get the mic, other stuff going, and here we go. That'll be exercise 11, 12, and 13. One, two, three, 4. Exercise 12, minor D arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do the minor D arpeggio one more time because I really hit the A string a bit hard there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. Exercise 13, dominant arpeggios. 1, 2, 3, 4. small pause. So now we'll move on to what we've got here is the exercise 14, which is broken thirds. Also a nice pattern to learn, since a lot of musical melodies are built off of the broken third pattern. So that's why we practice them. One, two, three, four. Ooh, I forgot. This is the one moment where we actually go out of first position. If you can't go out of first position, you can skip that one note. So let me start again, and I won't worry about the fact that I'm shifting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll do one version for anyone who's watching who wants to play it without shifting. I'm just going to repeat D instead of E. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, another small break from the metronome, primarily. Ooh. Oh dear, I may not have recorded that bit. So we gotta do it again. I think the last thing I recorded. I didn't start the recording after I restarted. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so here we go. One more version of the broken thirds with the shift and the broken thirds without the shift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now without the shift. 1, 2, 3, 4. so now we have this exercise. Hello, the other direction. 15, which I haven't actually practiced yet, so we're gonna find out if I can play. Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4. Success. Alright, now I'm going to stop here and here and here. So for the next exercise, we've got, it's basically a finger speed exercise. The one we did just now, the exercise 15, was really more about getting used to, is that all of it? No, it's not all of it. It's even bigger. It's bigger than my screen allows for. Let's see. Can I shrink it? I'll shrink it more. There we go. Now we kind of got it all. 1 sec. Let me scroll it more perfectly. There we go. Right. So this is more about getting all these different little finger patterns down. So let us record this as well. Exercise 16. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright, obviously I was half asleep when I created these. This one shifts too. I didn't want it to be in more than first position. Alright, we'll make a small modification. I'll update the PDF. Okay, so here we go. Sorry it's not written out for you. Here's the new version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. Okay. So that's going to be the change that I make to that. Make your sheets bigger now. And go down to our last exercise. Just fourths and fifths. One, two, three, four. Okie dokie. Okay, so that was the warm-up in D first position. Like I said, I got a couple of others, and I think it would make sense to go ahead and jump into one of those now. I'll do it a little quicker with a little bit less talking. I say that now. It may not be true. Let's see. I think we're going to go for the one in E flat. Yes, you can see it. Okay. I won't record exercise 1 again because I have it. So I'm going to go right to exercise 2, which is the scale. I'm trouble seeing what you can see. All right, good. So here we go, exercise 2, E flat. Exercise 2 in E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did some weird fingers. We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 4, slurred by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get a moment while I realize that I need to scroll down for you. Sorry. But here we go. Now we've got a couple of more exercises on the page. We can go straight to exercise 5, slurs by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 6, slurs by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a little metronome break. Little metronome break while I set everything back up again so that I can easily edit later and so that you can see what you need to see. Because now we're going to move on to exercise 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hope you're ready. Exercise 7, slurred by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we can do better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 8, slurred by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I usually use a different fingering. I'm trying to keep things more or less in first and second position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more for smoothness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okie dokie. Exercise 9, our melodic minor scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, come on. I'm not used to reading these either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. One more metronome break. My mic turn around? No, it's good. Okay. So now we're going down to the last few exercises of the scales here. You'll have 11, 12, 13, and then I will scroll down so we can all see all of 14 together. Here we go. Major arpeggio exercise 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 12, minor arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, exercise 13, the minor diminished arpeggio. Or I guess these are the dominant. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's terribly out of tune the first bit, so we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't read. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting tired already. This is going to be the last warm-up exercise you do today. I'll switch to the Dotzauer next. 1, 2, 3, 4. and then our two kind of other exercises there. Okay, exercise 14, broken thirds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't perfect, so I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, I'm getting used to this fingering that I never practiced. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, miniature metronome break. Because man, that metronome at 60 BPM for like what feels like hours kind of gets to you after a while. So now I put the vocal mic back on. All right. So we've got, let me see that you can see all of this okay. No, not at all. Okay. Now? Yeah. Okay, so we've got exercise 15, 16, and 17. That's going to be our last round of warm-ups for today. And then I will switch to at least one Dotzauer etude. Like I said, it's a bit of the fatigue of trying to like play perfectly, which is why I like to always mix up my practice sessions. So I'll do different kinds of warm-up exercises and with maybe a little bit less like I'm going to record this for perfection for forever kind of feeling. But it is a nice exercise for me to be doing this in this setting, because now I really do have the pressure to be absolutely awesomely perfect. And it makes me think a little bit differently. It's kind of a way of doing a performance practice, if anything, because it's, I mean, not that I'm really playing my scales somewhere for somebody, but it's forcing me to really think, you know, is my sound quality that good? Is my intonation that good? That sort of thing. So, I mean, you know, the perfection is different for everybody. You obviously could have, you know, if you had Sheku playing here, maybe he'd play it like even better and even more beautifully than I can. But for me, these are kind of what I think this is my today perfection, with the level that I have, yeah, and the mental capacities that are available to me today. So maybe just something to remember. We can't always compare ourselves to like the very, very best of the entire planet every single day, because there's only a few of those people, but there's lots of us who play well enough, and it's good enough for just about everything that we want to do on the cello. Okay, enough philosophizing. I'm just buying myself time. Let's go for it. Exercise 15, and then I'll do 16 and 17 in close succession, and then we will be done with this for today. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it again for my first octave thing. This is a bad string change. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, exercise 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, exercise 17. Fifths and fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure I recorded that. Good. Just double checking. Would have been rather unfortunate if I had forgotten to press record for that. All right, good. So that was enough warm-up exercises for me today. I'll be editing those a little bit more to perfection. That's why the sheets don't exist yet. Like, I found some errors and things that I want to change about how I'm presenting them. Like this one, actually, I ended up using third position in exercise 16, so it's not just first and second position. And in the other one, I think I'm going to, I had gone up into second position, and I didn't want to. I wanted it to be only first position. So I'm going to make those kinds of small edits on those sheets, and then create the video for you. It'll be in the same format as the other two videos, actually, that I made out of that one session. So basically, each one of these like warm-up sheets, I kind of have a short version and a long version. In the short version, we leave a few of the things out. So it's like if you only have like 30 minutes to practice, you probably don't want to spend 20 of them doing your warm-up exercises, but 10 minutes of warm-up probably would be good and helpful. So those are the sorts of things you can use. They always have the part where we played together, or you could just listen. and then a blank space where you can actually play it either at your own tempo or in different tempos, or you can just practice specific shifts or whatever it is that you need to do, so that hopefully you don't have to like constantly like find the mouse and pause and stuff like that. If you have any feedback to those, get in touch, write messages to me. I'm available. I'll listen to what you have to say, and I'll try to tweak the videos for the future, so that hopefully they can be as helpful to as many people as possible. Anyway, so that's going to be to come. So I guess we'll have definitely from today's session two videos or 4 videos coming out, 2 20-minute sessions and 2 10-minute sessions. Yay! I've got, again, still waiting for the next few times. We'll do a warm-up in A and a warm-up in C#. I don't know if I'll do it on a live stream or not. The live streaming, I can't really commit to a regular time and day and whatever, because my schedule tends to be a little bit too crazy, too wonky. It does different things on different days. So I prefer not to try to say that, like, oh yes, on Tuesdays, on whatever, I'll always be there, because I will fail and then I will be sad that I failed. So I'd rather stream sporadically than not at all. So thanks for being here. Okay, so our next mission today was at least one more of my Dotzauer etudes. I've got them kind of scheduled, coming out basically every week. I want to keep that schedule. The thing is, I'm going to be flying to Canada to visit my family. I have a sister who lives out by Vancouver, and my mom lives in BC, more in the Rockies area. And I'll be playing some concerts there, so if you happen to live in the Nelson, British Columbia area, do look out for a concert with Natasha Jaffe and Joanne Perron. We'll be playing on the 25th of April in Nelson. I forget where exactly. But yeah, so I'll be gone for almost 5 weeks. And I wanted to make sure that I had enough of these Dotzauer etudes ready to go, so that they can still come out every week. But I can, since I can't record as well while I'm traveling, then I'm doing them now in advance. So now you know my secret. Ta-da. So let me find my Dotzauers. I think I didn't write down which one I was going to do for you guys today. Maybe I did somewhere. I think I did somewhere. But the plan, I think, is number 23. I think I recorded up to number 22 last time. Was privately, I think, at home. I just did a bunch of them. I've been mixing it up. I don't have to do it all on the live stream. It is a lot of pressure in many ways for me to try to like record everything, also talking to you and making sure that OBS doesn't do weird stuff and that YouTube doesn't do weird stuff and all that. So it definitely requires a little bit more mental energy from me to play them that way. But we're going to continue. So today we'll do at least number 23. I want to get at least one good version of number 23. If that goes smoothly, if I'm feeling good, then I'll do number 24 as well. And if I'm feeling amazing, I'll do number 25. But that's the last one I'd have to do before I take off. So we'll see. I don't know if you guys know the book or have the book, but number 26 is a whole pile of arpeggios. And that one's been tricky. I mean, these have not been like easy for me. I didn't learn them when I was a kid. I learned some popper etudes, and I learned a few other kinds of etudes, and like 2 or 3 Dotzauer etudes that I had to learn for auditioning for like high school. I went to Magnet High School in South Florida, and the Dreyfus School of the Arts, if you know it. If you're there, if you ever spent any time in West Palm Beach, you probably would have found it. Yeah, but that's all the contact I had with Dotzauer. I knew like a handful of them, kind of. So this has been a really fun experiment, and I have Yuri Leonovich to thank for this, actually. On all those videos you can see there's in the description there's a link to one of the pages that he's made. He's really knowledgeable, really, really cool guy. And he actually organized all of the Dotzauer etudes into like what kinds of skills they're setting you up for and getting you ready for. I just realized I could totally get rid of this. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Anyway, so yeah, check that out if you haven't, in those links to the Dotzauer etudes in the description. A really valuable resource, I find, and then it might help you choose like which etudes you might really want to watch and to learn, as opposed to which etudes maybe you don't need as much, or where you've already done a similar etude or a similar piece in the past. All right, so number 24. Whew, let's go. Let's see how it goes. That'll do, actually. Yay. Stop. The prep that goes into this is just like in the last few weeks I've just been practicing these as part of my warm-up. So I keep checking in on them, and I'm doing several etudes in a row. I'll kind of read through them and practice little passages in the hopes that I can get it kind of essentially concert ready for this particular situation, for these videos. But that actually went very smoothly. So didn't I say I was gonna? do 23 and then I did 24. Oops. And then the last etude I did was number 22. Yeah, so I accidentally did number 24, so now we're going to go back and do number 23 because I want to get them all in order. That's hilarious. Okay. So much for, that's what I meant, like focusing on 5 things at once. Number 23. Okay, so here we ran into the situation that, well, let me stop the recording. So the thing is, that was a good run, but there was one mistake. It was this. That one wasn't exactly perfect either, but the last one I kind of got stuck. My bow didn't keep going. It sort of stuttered for a moment. So my thought here, in many ways, is I have 2 options. I could of course do the whole thing again, which just seems like a lot of work for the videoing. Also because I know I can do that really long bow. But secondly, the second reason is that this etude probably wouldn't be played at 60 BPM in concert tempo. So like I made the choice to try to keep the very long slurs because it's relevant for doing the bow stroke at the tip and then kind of near the frog. So that's why I chose to do it with the long slur, even though it's almost impossible. I mean, it's not really impossible, but it's just really difficult to control at this speed. So that makes it actually harder than if you were to just kind of change bows, and certainly harder than if you're doing it twice as fast, which you might. And so on and so forth. I need to read the sheets. Because that makes it a lot easier. You're spending a lot less time on that bow. So I will probably cheat a little bit and re-record that one little bit, and we'll do it now, so you'll know how and when that happened. Let's put in an extra audio track, get it on the right channel, 1, 2, 3, and record, and not record that one. Now I have to find the spot. Here, now I can show you what I'm up to. There, haha. So I've created an extra track here. This is my voice, and this is the original track we recorded. Now I have to find the spot that's too far. They're a tough slog there. Alright, so I'll give myself a little bit of time before. I'm going to have the audio playing here. You should be able to hear it too. And then we'll record over the original audio, because otherwise I don't have the metronome, because the metronome was live, and I'll never get it to actually line up otherwise. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to cheat this one time, but any of you watching now know what I did and that I can do it. That's all we need. So I'll be able to edit that back in later. We're not going to do that now because my keyboard setup and everything is on a desk over there, and that's the screen that I keep squinting at because it's pretty far away. And yeah, so there you go. So that's what I do. But I've been trying to keep these etudes, when I'm recording them, as clean and as editing free as possible. With editing, I could probably make absolutely fantastic, perfect takes of everything that just sound unbelievably good and whatnot. And that's what a lot of people do. That's what most people do. Not everybody, but a lot of people. And that's fine, and I do it also for specific contexts. But I kind of wanted to be really like blatantly, scathingly, maybe scarily honest here, and just show like this is how I play the thing. This is, for me, a perfect enough playthrough. And maybe that helps some of you realize like that not all of us actually do have to play at like this crazy high level in order to have like a really good playthrough. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop there with these. I think that's been enough of that. And I'm pretty happy with those couple of etudes. Those went pretty smoothly. I'll be able to get those online. You'll probably be seeing them in April then. The last couple are going to show up in the beginning of March, because that's about when I'll be getting home. So I'll be making sure that I have all of the etudes lined up for until after I get back, because I'll be arriving on like a Monday or Sunday, and I've been releasing these all on Mondays, so I won't have time to record once I get back. I'll just be jet lagged and tired. But yeah, so you can have the arpeggio one to look forward to. That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then soon the book will be finished, actually, because it won't take me much longer after that to get to the end of the book, which is namely etude number 34. So if we did up to 24 today, then I have 10 left. And I kind of made it a private goal. I'm not really like fishing for subscribers with my Dotzauer etudes. The Freya recordings that I've done are far more popular than my Dotzauers. And that's okay. This was kind of more of a personal project, but I still thought, like, in order to really motivate myself to learn the next book, which is going to be significantly harder for me because it's like much closer to like my actual playing level, then it will be a goal if I crack the 3,000 subscribers level. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, please. I'm releasing cello-related content exclusively. I'm going to be focusing also on cello ensemble music of all kinds, which I've done in the past with different arrangements that I'm doing. I'm hoping to do also maybe some critiques of cello ensemble music that might help you, not to say if they're good or if they're bad, but just to help you like find out if they work for your ensemble and for the people that you're playing with. I think that might be helpful because there's a ton of music out there, and there's no standard, and there's like few books that really collect a lot of cello ensemble music together, and there's people generating on like covers and arrangements of music all the time. So I'm kind of hoping that I can start to do a little bit of that, a little bit like that pickup test from Jacob Selly, or I'm not sure how you say his name, where he just started reviewing all these pickups and mics and stuff for the cello. I think that's my goal. I'm going to review a whole bunch of cello ensemble music, and then you'll know, that it needs all the neck positions, or you can play it in first position, or the rhythm's kind of hard for people who are not used to this kind of rhythm, or whatever, that sort of thing. So we'll see how I do with that. It's not good to promise too much. Okay, the last goal here today was to work a little bit on some composition, and that's the thing I kind of prepared the least, and I need to leave my space here for a second, just for a moment, to save, because it would suck if I lose all of this. All right, we're back. So, my idea today was to, here I'll let you see what I've got. This is the file from the live stream I did in January, where I did some kind of free improv idea things. Yeah, I just realized you guys need my mic here. There we go. I wasn't on. So, oh, hi French. Yes, so that's going to be my goal, is to take a couple of these ideas that came near the end and organize them. So the exercise that I did last time was basically I get like a text prompt, and then I just free improv over that, getting into the same feeling and mood and that sort of thing. And then sometimes the ideas I find are actually nice and fun and good, and then I want to do more with them. So then I will kind of make a piece out of it. So I'm going to go back and remind myself of which ones I was kind of interested in. I think this was the one. So this was the prompt was underwater currents. I'm adding a whole bunch of extra cello tracks so that I don't have to think too much about adding them in a moment. And the underwater currents, I was thinking specifically actually about where I'm going to be going to visit my mom. She lives in close to a place, well, in a place called the Slocan Valley, where there's the Slocan Lake. And the Slocan Lake is a really, really deep mountain lake. It's very long and skinny. I mean, it's relatively skinny. You can usually see from one side to the other. But it's pretty big, and it's incredibly deep, and it's so deep that it has like its own like currents that go down in the bottom. And when we were kayaking there, when we were visiting, my mom was telling us like we should really watch out and not go too much towards the middle, because sometimes like if there is like a storm or something, kind of a lot of wind at one end of the lake, that can build up into like a big wave, like an underwater current, and it will go sort of from one end of the lake to the other. And there have been apparently some kayakers who got very unlucky, and the wave kind of hit them and capsized them in the middle of the lake. And the problem is that it's really, really deep and just wide enough that it would be difficult to swim back from shore. And sometimes there are actually some currents that would make swimming back to shore even more difficult. So she, well, she's my mom. She didn't want us to get hurt. She told us to stay close to the shore, which we did, and it was a lot of fun. But the other thing about the underwater bit that I was thinking about was the fact that it's because it's so deep, it's always really icy cold down there. No matter what time of year it is, that lake is always very, very cool, because the middle and the deep parts of it stay very, very cold. So that's sort of the idea behind all of this. And I went with this idea where I was moving slowly from these fifths to other intervals. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to re-record like a cleaner version of the original idea. Wait. I'm going to take that off and take that off. be to add some other voices to that. So that was just, it was a bit more in tempo, which should allow me to get rid of this. Which should allow me to record a little bit better to it, because it has a tempo. So let's see. Alright. Okay, so let's see if we can add something more to that. And just see how that goes. So that was kind of okay. I like kind of the texture of the pits, but I'm not sure that was it. Not that the other ones are all perfect or whatever, but I think I would like to have something just a little bit more structured with those pizzicatos. So I'm going to give it another pass. leave those harmonics though. Let's figure out where the... Here. Yeah. So that was a lot closer to what I think I was going to go for. It's a very rubato kind of bit. I would probably tighten it up into a more rhythmic part next. But that I might end up doing in a different context. Some things work really nicely while I'm on the cello, and other things I prefer to write down using like a music notation program. So I think I'm going to wrap it up with the cello playing today. Thanks for being here. Those of you who watched for part of it, and those of you who are watching now kind of after the fact. I'm not the kind of person who watches live streams much, so I actually don't really know what sorts of things are really fun to watch, I suppose. So feel free to leave that in the comments, like the sorts of things that you watch from other cellists that you wish you could see from me. Every cellist will do the same things differently, so don't be shy to just be like, I want this because I love the way that other cellist does it. I'll surely do it in a different way and have different comments and thoughts and stuff about it. This particular series, The Cellists at Work, is incredibly selfish. It's just me keeping myself accountable with your help. So thanks for that. And I'm hoping I'll get a few more of the kinds of plans that I want to implement done this way, because it really focuses me to like schedule a time and take care of some of that work at that moment. Sometimes I like to do it all by myself, where I can just, get frustrated with myself without trying to be polite because there are people watching. And also where I can like take off that pressure of having to like not only, look decent on camera, but also be playing well and all the things, which is a different experience too. So I've been having fun experimenting with that. I've never done much of this live streaming in the past. If you look at my past live stream videos, the quality dives very steeply. But I did have a few interesting ideas for like the Feuillard bits. I wanted to do more some warm-up exercises that will include parts of the Feuillard daily exercises. So I assume some of you might know about that and might be interested in that. My mother, Joanne Perron, she's also a cellist. She's a Canadian cellist. She's been working on a full like online class of the Feuillard method. So like the méthode du jeune violoncelliste. She has videos in French and in English, where she's going to talk you through the entire process of those of that entire method. And she's been teaching it for, longer than I've been alive, necessarily, since she's my mom. And so she has a ton of really good experience getting everybody to understand the books really, really well. So even if you do have a teacher already who's walking you through, I can only recommend looking out for that. It'll be coming out, I don't know exactly when. I'm going to ask her again. I'm going to push her to get it out in April. Um, but you'll definitely hear from me on this channel. I'll do maybe like a little interview live chat thing with her. Maybe while I'm there, I'll film a few videos so that you know what's coming and where to find it. But in the meantime, you can already kind of find her online. She's got the Fabric of Cello Playing and Joanne Perron. So those things will be good if you're into the Fayal method, and if you'd like some extra bonus work on that. Which is the main reason why I probably will not do any like proper videos looking into the Fayad method, because she will do it better, and she does it both in French and English, so it's going to be really, really cool for all of you. So yeah, it's Quebec French, so you, my dear colleagues from France, you will have to survive. But she has a pretty clean accent. It's not too twangy, so it'll be fine. All right, good. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna stop talking now and play you some other music, and wish you a lovely day and some wonderful practice sessions. All right, bye.